This is an inversion of what you're supposed to want in a sane society. In a sane society, you let elections determine who has political power. You don't fantasize about your political opponents going to jail.
Who would have thought?
Hello and welcome to What the F*** Just Happened Today, your essential guide to the daily shock and awe in national politics. I'm Joe Amditis. Let's get to it. It's Wednesday, March 22nd, 2023. Welcome to day 792. The Manhattan grand jury hearing evidence about Trump's involvement in the hush money payment made to Stormy Daniels did not meet today as scheduled. The reason for the grand jury adjournment, which typically meets on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, was not immediately clear. The pause comes after unexpected testimony from Robert Costello, appearing on behalf of Trump, who called into question Michael Cohen's testimony. Cohen, who has admitted to paying $130,000 to Daniels just before the 2016 election in order to stop her from going public about an alleged affair with Trump, had spent 2 days of testimony walking grand jurors through the chronology of Trump's involvement in the payment. Any potential indictment against Trump will not be issued by the panel until Thursday at the earliest. Trump, meanwhile, has reportedly told his advisors that he wants to be handcuffed when he makes an appearance in court if he is indicted. Trump apparently wants to be handcuffed behind his back for a perp walk because he thinks any special arrangements would make him look weak. Meanwhile, a federal appeals court ordered Trump's attorney to testify before the grand jury that's investigating classified documents that were found at Mar-a-Lago and to turn over the documents to federal prosecutors. Last week, prosecutors in special counsel Jack Smith's office presented sufficient evidence that Trump intentionally concealed the existence of additional classified documents from his attorney Evan Corcoran. U.S. Judge Beryl Howell wrote that prosecutors had made a prima facie showing that Trump had committed criminal violations. Trump appealed Howell's ruling, but a 3-judge appeals court panel denied the request to halt the order. Corcoran is scheduled to testify on Friday. Moving on, the Federal Reserve raised interest rates by 0.25 percentage point, the 9th increase since March of 2022. The Federal Open Market Committee voted unanimously to increase the federal funds rate to a range of 4.75 to 5%, the highest since September of 2007, despite the risk of exacerbating stress in the banking sector. Fed officials, however, signaled that they expect one more quarter-point rate increase later this year, equivalent to a target range of 5 to 5.25% due to the instability in the banking system. Looking ahead to 2024, the Fed projected that rates would fall to 4.1%. In its latest forecast, Fed officials expect unemployment to rise to 4.5%, up from the current 3.6%, and that the U.S. economy will grow by 0.4% this year, down from 0.5% that they projected in December. Officials, meanwhile, believe inflation will remain above normal levels and finish out 2023 at 3.3%. And finally, drug shortages in the United States are increasing in frequency and duration, representing an unacceptable national security risk, according to a report issued by the Senate Committee on Homeland Security and Governmental Affairs. Between 2021 and 2022, drug shortages increased by nearly 30%, due in part to an over-reliance on foreign countries like China and India for the drugs. Although more than 15 basic critical care drugs have remained in shortage for more than a decade, there were more than 295 active drug shortages at the end of 2022.
That's all for now. You can find the links and sources for all of these stories on the main website. And as always, visit whatthefjusthappenedtoday.com for the latest news and headlines. Until next time, I'm Joe Amditis.